I do have a confession. Every night, 11 p.m., the house is finally quiet. The children are asleep, and I'll drop myself on the sofa, silently screaming, "Yes, my me time!" Who here also always yearn for your me time? Yeah, your me time, yeah. So what I do during my me time, on good days, I will pour myself a glass of wine and a pack of potato chips and binge on Netflix. Yeah, and perhaps a few more glasses until I literally fall asleep. On days where I argue with my children over small little things, I would just, look at my phone of their pictures, just enjoying their small little tiny faces, which is so cute, and I cry myself to sleep. And on days when I'm FOMO, I will scroll endlessly my phone, the social media, to see how my ex-colleagues, my ex-boss, or even my ex-lovers, to see how well they do, and drown myself in jealousy. Now I thought this was me time, self-care. I'm supposed to enjoy it. But emptiness crept in, and this repeat, and slowly I don't find joy anymore in my me time. Now you must be wondering why I torture myself this way. This is denying self-love, right? In my way of denying self-love. I identify that during the lessons. So 2024, I termed that year as my career heartbreak. I was overlooked for promotion twice, and I witnessed failed succession plan where I thought I was the natural choice. And every time when I was passed over, I would have this thought that perhaps I'm not good enough, and perhaps I don't speak out enough, or perhaps all the things are running in my head. So I end up not able to speak it up and seek understanding from my management or my co-workers or even my husband. He would just say, "It's your job, just do it." So that's why I crack myself into my me time and dig a hole and hide there. And sorry. Yeah, okay. So for a few months, I remember I cried every day during my me time, and when I put my son to sleep during the night, I started crying. And I was telling my son, all my unhappiness at work, how I don't feel happy about it. And at first, he comforted me. I felt good because at least someone hear me, even by a child. But slowly, on the on a few nights after, I guess he started to be tired of me, and he's giving me free counseling. So so he kind of like asked me, "Mommy, are you going to cry again? Please go and see a doctor." He is so frustrated that he's not able to help me. Well, that night I was very ashamed of myself. I just quickly dried out my tears, and I promised him, okay, tomorrow I will go see the eye doctor. Totally missing his point. He's not talking about my eyes. He's talking about my pain inside. So that was a wake-up call for me. And I knew something is really wrong with me inside somewhere. I just couldn't, identify what is that. But I'm spiraling down, and it is sucking me into this kind of void which I cannot get out of it. Slowly, one thing that I know of is I know I got to get out, because something is wrong and I don't want to stay there. I just need to get out. So I make up my mind that I'm not going to waste my me time anymore. I'm going to carve my me time intentionally every time. That is the decision I made, and that helped me to get out from this void, although not entirely. So I started to pick myself up, and I started to do some basic self-care. I tried many different ways to divert my attention. And after a while doing it repeatedly over time, then I find joy comes back, and I don't really cry so often anymore. And although the responsibility at work and at home don't change, but I was able to manage all these challenges that comes my way. Then I thought, maybe I should put this into a framework which I can share with anybody else who somehow need it. So that's where I come up with this framework called the SELF Care Framework. So S is stands for space. As in, I imagine yourself as a plant. So it is important to take care of our environment, our immediate environment, because plants don't bloom by itself because it can bloom, but it is because the space, the soil it is in, support it. It has enough nutrient, water, sunlight to help it, bloom. So the same for ourselves. I start to clear some space in my house. For example, I clear my kitchen cabinet to put all the wine and wine glasses to the most top shelf. And I brew my kombucha right in front of my counter, so that after lunch, after dinner, I will reach out for kombucha instead of wine. So that helps to build my gut health, and no more late night binging, TV binging with potato chips and wine. Then E stands for emotion. Now, Fiona mentioned that when we delve a lot in the past and the future, then we are so lost in the present. You know. So a lot of times I find myself stuck in the past. That's where I got so depressed of my situation and I couldn't get out. And I keep thinking about too much about the future because I would thought that okay, maybe in the future if this thing happen, I'm going to do this, and what if I do this, something would happen, then that makes anxiety runs in me wildly. So what I do when I know that this is haunting me, I will put on my earpods for 10 minutes and follow through a guided meditation and do breathing exercise, just like Flo said, to help me calm my nerves and bring myself back to the present. And L stands for lifestyle. So I made a lot of lifestyle change. First of all, I think exercise has helped me a lot in my shoulder pain, in my confidence, and also, I wake up like 15 minutes earlier in order to put myself, put makeup on myself and dress up nicely instead of just throwing a baggy t-shirt and jeans to work, so that I look more confident, and I'm happy about it. It boosts up my energy of the day, and it kept me going. And the last letter F stands for focus. So it has become the anchor of reminder on why I want to make this change. I want to make this change for myself. I want to make this change because I love my family. And this has reminding me that why is it important to take care of myself. Yeah, so upon knowing that it is possible to heal or get out from, I also foresee a higher degree of self-care. So if I'm able to take care of myself, I will be able to love myself. That's what draws me to this retreat. And as a result, I think I'm ready to move forward. And let me close this with a story. So recently, one of the night, I would lie down on the bed with my son and browse through some photographs of our traveling together. So he naturally would look at me, "Mommy, are you going to cry?" So I turned to him and said, "No, Mommy's eyes healed." So my message to my fellow friends today is that burnout, don't only affect we alone. It affects everyone around us. So don't wait until life forces you to stop. Thank you.